This is INMF.
Honey, I'm up,
nigga. No.
I'm
we
up.
we owe. Don't hit me. Don't hit me with the Donatello, nigga. Like, pizza dudes got 30 seconds. Well, no, that was Mike, right?
Man, hold the fucking phone. Nigga. Was that a Ninja Turtles Part 1 motherfucking reference? Okay.
Pizza dudes got 30 seconds.
Okay. Did you have the VHS?
Nigga, it came with the Pizza Hut coupon, nigga. Yes.
Okay. There was a song at the beginning of that, right? At the beginning of the Ninja Turtles.
The intro. Wait. Yeah, they had the intro.
Out in the distance, the game's riding on. There are strikes on the batter. Some runners are
I don't remember that part. I gotta go back and watch. All I remember was like they did like the news recap and shit, and then it showed her in the alley.
Movie. This was a preview to the movie.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, it was a song called Right Field. I play right.
Yeah.
It's
important
to
you
know.
Learn how to catch.
You gotta learn
how to throw.
You gotta learn how to throw. Yeah.
Way out where the Merrifields grow. Some shit like some shit. It was a song about a sorry ass nigga way out of left field. Yeah.
That was my song. I played right field at that time, and I was absolute trash.
Hey, you know what? All right. Right field is right field to the batter or right field to the defense?
Right field to the batter.
That's where I was at.
Damn, so that was the island they put all the trash kids on.
Look. Here's my problem. When it comes to the baseball. The baseball, as hot damn Sammy Sosa said. What the fucking what was cuz that got shot in the island? Big Papi.
Oh man,
Big Papi be like the baseball. So listen. So I like batting, nigga. I was like Bo Jackson, nigga, Frank Thomas, nigga, everything, right? Eating it, everything. Once you put me in that young outfield, though, I don't know why. Like I have it in my head, the ball go come, cover my face up with the glove, go fall right in the glove. All right, that was the plan. But every time it's like, woo, that ball coming. That's high velocity, Jack. I don't know about this one. This one get this one give me. Look at the eyes. Nigga be. Nigga don't see shit. All you hear is you can hear. You know you ain't shit. You know you ain't shit. You know you out there by yourself when you can hear the ball land on grass, nigga. That bitch just doop, doop.
Oh, nigga.
If I wasn't knocking a home run every time I got in the bat, nigga, my team would have talked cash shit about me. They talk shit about me. And I was knocking home runs every time.
You kind of just fucked my whole story up right there, man. Yeah, man. I had the misfortune. I played with my brother, who was 2 years older than me. And this nigga was like Daryl Strawberry at the time.
You that young Trinidad.
Straight garbage. He couldn't hit worth a damn. Couldn't throw worth a damn. I'm a late bloomer at everything in life.
Say last name too, huh? Motherfuckers ever get y'all confused?
Correct.
Like, no, not that one.
Not at all.
Like,
not at all.
Not that one.
Not at all.
His brother. That's what we talking.
Now let me put another layer of fucked up shit on top of that, right? All right, we was poor.
Do you know? Hold up.
So
Do you know most kids in the hood, most kids in poverty, the one thing they got going for them is athleticism. If you poor and can't play no sport, you fucking work. You might well start selling cocaine. You might as well start selling.
nigga, every time I would go to practice, nigga, whole team, mom, shame. I'm just taking the shame. Strike one. That dude. Then I'm a swing. You're out of there.
You're that bitch that Anita Beck giving you the best that I got.
That ain't the most fucked up thing, though. It's layers to this story. Bro. Not only was I the worst player on the team, we was the worst team in the league. So literally, when they come out with the stats,
shut the fuck up.
My name at the bottom next to nothing but zeros. They was like, that must be his weight.
You shut the fuck up. You said
now, the reason why they never confused me with my brother.
That nigga named Capt'n. Ooh. Ooh, that ooh.
So you just gonna make me relive my trauma like that? So now every time I hear ooh, I'm just gonna put my shame. Shame.
At the bottom of the bottom.
Dude, 118 kids and my name at the bottom of that bit. I was an underachiever, but they never confused us because everybody else had baseball pants. And I was hefty and I couldn't wear my brother jeans. So I'm out there in some motherfucking surfing shorts and shit. And some pink surfing shorts.
This nigga playing the beach ball. The motherfucking Laguna Beaches.
Yeah, and my brother played in jeans. And so we got the team picture.
I swear, if you would have wrote that down, nigga, y'all sound Cuban. Y'all niggas sound Haitian. Y'all niggas playing baseball in B shorts and blue jeans.
Yeah. We were just posing. Fucked up thing about it. My daddy finally heard we were playing baseball. He come back to my life. He's like, man, we got to get you a glove. And like, I'm 10. And he had me say, man, you need a right glove or a left glove? I'm right-handed, so I need a left glove. So we ended up buying a brand new glove, but it's the wrong fucking glove. Mm-hmm. So now I got a left-handed glove and I'm right fucking handed. Awful shit, man. Awful shit. They traded me for my brand new. The only thing my daddy bought me for like 5 years, they traded me for some rundown, rusty ass right hand glove that the coach used when he was a kid. So I'm literally out here playing with beat shorts and a 15-year-old fucking glove.
That motherfucker, I know what that bitch was. That bitch was brown all over except for where the ball normally hit. That bitch was like dark brown or black. It smelled like raw leather and burr.
Correct.
It was always wet. Rough. You don't know if it was sweaty or just moist.
We lived in Florida too, so the shit was cracking and everything, Jack. It was, yeah, bad experience. But it was, I guess it was fun. I was so bad at baseball in Little League. You know how they let every kid play every position? I just played right field.
I'm almost certain the coach asked you.
No. They put my brother on the mound. This nigga doing the Daryl Strawberry shit, hitting home runs. Everybody clap when he come up because he's the athletic Negro. Yeah. So like literally, I'm walking in my brother's shadow. Like I'm literally patient zero on the motherfucking team. and playing with Daryl Strawberry. So the only reason I get a pass because I play with Daryl Strawberry. So like one coach like, maybe we just don't need him and put him in the bench. Well, then his brother won't play. And like you overhear conversations and shit.
This nigga got old from the buddy system.
That's fucked up, man. But yeah, I used to love the right field song, man. It was inspiration to me to know that somebody out there.
I appreciate you unlocking that trauma for me. I forgot all about that deep, dark, buried memory. I identified with that. She was like, yeah, I feel you, bro. Wasn't it like a Coke commercial or some shit? Like, didn't they get that nigga some balloons or a comic book or some shit to make his day? Because everybody knew, like, right field was where the trash goes.
What is that? Then all of a sudden, everyone's looking at me. My mind's just been wondering, what could it be? They point to the sky and I look up above. Then a baseball falls into my glove.
That nigga just happened to catch y'all. No baseball lands right here. That shit come for your face. To this day. That's why I always bomb first. Because I'm traumatized. That's why I always bomb first. When it comes to the shootout, I'm up it and I'm blasting. Because what I'm not finna do, I'm not finna let you shoot nothing back at me. I fucked up.
So you just Lorenzo Lamas out in this bitch, over.
Well, oh man, I forgot about that. I used to play on the Rockets. That was the name of our team.
What was the Mets. We played for the Mets.
Oh, man.
The Mets. We had purple shirts, Mets crossing. And I was number 7, lucky number 7. And that bitch brought me no luck.
I don't remember. No, I remember we had T-shirts. I remember we played for the Rockets. I remember my close friend, he passed away recently. But he was on the team with me. Like I said, baseball, I could hit. So it was okay. I played basketball. Nothing. That was nothing there.
So, growing up, my brother was like Dennis Rodman, and I was his brother.
Wait. So he was Horace Grant, and you was clearly what was that nigga name? It was like a Herschel Grant or Harvey. Was it Harvey Grant?
No, I wasn't Harvey Grant. I was yeah, I was assistant number 1. Yeah, nigga, I couldn't shoot. I could pass and play defense. So I was like, what's your boy name? Randy Brown. Couldn't shoot worth a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was Randy Brown. I could pass and play defense.
Yeah.
He was Michael Jordan backup.
Okay, so that's why we don't know that nigga.
Correct. But he kept a job. He had a job.
Fuck up. I want one now. I
want
want a Randy Brown jersey now. My next investment, Randy Brown jersey. I got to get me one. The most famous niggas never heard of. Who was that nigga? Oh, that's the nigga that played behind Michael Jordan. Like, oh,
nigga, that's the best job in the league. They don't know if you good. They don't know if you trash. Like, you just Michael Jordan
that's
backup.
what it is. Like, can you imagine being a backup to Michael Jordan? Like, you never have to. Not only do you never have to worry about playing, you never have to worry about playing. Michael Jordan will play with a broken hand. I done seen him do it. That nigga play with a broken hand and flu. I done seen him do it. So
let me tell you the story of Randy Brown. There's a particular Jordan shoe in which they refer to as the flu game.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And you realize Jordan went to the bench on the flu game, right? And guess who came in during the flu game?
The motherfucking shit. Randy Brown.
And guess who played so atrocious that a nigga with the flu had to come in the motherfucking game? in order to win the game.
You got a ring.
That's it. The Ballad of Randy Brown.
You know what? That'd be a good movie. The Ballad of Randy Brown. I mean, because Cuz got what? 5 rings? 6 rings? How many years did he play under Jordan?
I think he played 3. I think he was with the last 3. Yeah. Bear played about 6 minutes a week. You know what I'm saying?
The
Yeah,
only
average
thing
2
you
points.
have to do is subject yourself to that Jordan Hitler level of competition and psychotic training regimen. Cause Jordan strike me as the type of nigga that be demeaning niggas in the locker room and on the court. And I mentally can't handle that bullshit.
Okay, here we go. Randy Brown was the last pick of the NBA draft. He went second round, number 31 overall.
Shit. NBA.
He averaged 5 points a game, 2 assists, and 1 steal.
So that nigga averaged just over fan. The average fan averaged 0 points a game, 0 steals, 0 assists. That nigga did just better than the fan.
Here go the fucked up thing about it. He started 0 games in 95. He started 3 games in 96 and 6 games in 97. Let's see what his points per game was. And he averaged 2.7 points per game in the 95 season, 4.7 and 4.1. Here's the cool part. When Jordan took that year off, he came back and he played 32 games and averaged 8.8 points. Beautiful. Had a 10-year career. Played 10 years. And got to be Michael Jordan's backup. What a great play.
Some nigga just got it figured out, man. I played basketball for the boys club. The team was the Bulls, but our color was yellow. I remember I got excited whenever I got picked for the Bulls because that was during Michael Jordan's heyday. I was, I don't know, this was probably 91, 92. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah, me. I could be like Jordan. That's already got the makings, baby. I'm on the Bulls. And then that first day of practice come up and we get in our practice jersey. Our colors is yellow and white. And I had trouble deciphering that Da Vinci Code where it was like, all right, why are our colors yellow and white, but with the Bulls we're clearly not any Bull.
Y'all the steers. Y'all ain't the Bulls, y'all the steers.
We're clearly the heifers at this point. We're not Bulls, we're cattle. We're cattle. We're not Bulls.
Hell no.
But so they're handing out jerseys. I've always been poorly. I've been a big guy, and that's just kind of how I roll. So when they're handing out jerseys, they give me the biggest jersey. They say, well, we gonna give you the biggest jersey we got, which if you're fat growing up in the boys club, when they say they go give you the biggest jersey they got, it ain't the biggest jersey they got. That's the biggest jersey they willing to give you. If a bigger nigga comes along and they really want that bigger nigga, they'll give him a t-shirt. But t-shirt is for special cases. If you between too fat and skinny, you'll get a jersey, but it's going to be a tight jersey. Too fat, get a t-shirt. Skinny, get a regular jersey. You just feel like that. Like, one nigga was so good, he got like the mesh jersey. My jersey was made out of that 1969, 1973 cotton. Remember?
That pullover was like the women used to sleep in.
So my jersey made out of that shit, and it gets hot. But I wore a t-shirt up under that because I'm fat. You know, you try to minimize the amount.
Can't have this out. Yeah.
None of that. Right?
Yeah,
So
can't
that's the
have
top part. The bottom part gets a little sketchy. So I remember they said, these are shorts we got. And I tried them on and they fit, no better description, they fit like Daisy Dukes on me. Like they was real high up on my thigh. And I'm almost certain a little bit of cheek was hanging out in the back. So I was like, all right, I immediately need, I'm going to need some biking shorts because I got cheeks out. Got to figure this out. So I remember we went and bought some black biking shorts. And I had these shorts on. And what pissed me off was the first game, I came out there. You remember, because I can't remember his name. It was like, they made fun of this nigga because he had the biggest booty, the biggest booty in NBA. It'll come to me later. I had to look this nigga up, man. But that's how it was. Cause, all right, so for some reason when I get big, I retain the shape of like a stripper. It gets weird. Like I don't do big. Like there's a point where I'm skinny, then I get big, and then I get kingpin.
shape.
Yeah. Now in between kingpin and skinny, it's it's stripper.
Your shape. You a thick ass.
Look at. I'd say if I go to prison, I'll be stabbing a nigga daily. Daily, a nigga go try me. Way too thick in these streets. So, I was at this point, right? So, I remember the first game, nigga, we walked up on court, and I seen one of my teammates. This is dude, I ain't gonna say his name. But, like, his jersey, he had a t-shirt on his jersey, he had the mesh jersey. I was like, wow. And then he had on these black shorts. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know we could wear our own shorts. Because I remember when they was handing out shorts, he put his on, he was like, nah, I ain't wearing these. I ain't wearing these. So here we are in the game, and I hear this in my head again. He was like, nah, I ain't wearing these. And he got his black mesh basketball shorts. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know that was an option. Like, I didn't know, nah, I'm not wearing these. Is it an option? That's why today, to the very age, I'll be like, nah, because I understand now, nah, it's always an option. It's always an option. Every attribute that I have not right now, 90% of it's probably traced back to trauma. It's probably something I was like, you know what? I'm never going to relive this again.
Fuck this shit.
FTD, man. Or FTS. FDS. Fuck that shit. Not doing it again. Not. So if I ever play basketball, if I ever play basketball again, if I wear basketball shorts, they're going to be comfortable. What I'm not going to do is wear these motherfucking semi-pros. These motherfucking love me sexies. Or whatever the fuck that shit was. No.
Love me sexy.
Whatever that shit was.
Yeah. I tell you, it was quite traumatic growing up in the hood being unathletic, man.
I mean, it happens, yeah.
And and like everybody always say, it's always when you the big nigga and you unathletic, they always put big in front of your name and your first initial.
They expect for you to be. Like, I remember, I was real good at powerlifting, but me being good at powerlifting didn't translate into me being good at football. Like, I never had the aggression level for football, right? So I would hit and I would come in with force, but it just wouldn't land. Like I do a lot of growling and running, but if my shit had a sound effect, it'd be like, like it just wouldn't pop, right? I just couldn't get that pop, right? So that translated over into me, like you say, like I'm big and motherfuckers think that I can do a lot more than I can, and I can't. And now, well, I'm still big, so now it's a big man, big chief, big whatever.
You know. Let me tell you how God works, and sometimes how fucked up God can be, right? And I say this with the utmost respect to the
Mm-hmm.
Most High. So, always been a big nigga, right? So you would think when it comes to football, this nigga here gonna be a star. Nigga, God blessed me with the instincts to be what at the time 5'8", 280 with running back feet. Yeah, awful, awful. There's no way in hell they was letting my big ass play running back anywhere on the world. I could play run like I was a skill player. Running back, receiver, I could catch good. I can one-handed catch, all that shit. But I was short and fat.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when it came down to it, there's always I remember when I went to high school, there was like well, what position you gonna play? I'm new to the school, didn't go to school, grow up with everybody there. They think we sitting. What position you gonna play? Got to doing the Birdman hand rub. Like now is my time to shine. Running back, nigga. Everybody in the fucking school laughed at my ass, and we ended up the running back happened to be in the same grade I was. This was when they first let ninth graders go to high school. This nigga was 6'1", built like a grown ass man and shredded. The complete opposite of my little short, stalking, never lifted a weight looking ass. So, like, literally, we sitting side by side. He looking at me, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "Ugh." This nigga takes off his shirt and just sit there, looking like swole. Now, fast forward 3 years. We go from freshman year, now I'm in my junior year. I was lifting weights for the previous few years, right? So I say, don't ask me where I get the idea. I'm going to get into the bodybuilding competition.
Because it's easy.
And
It's easy.
huh?
Like, I got in the powerlift because the motherfucker was like,
No.
wait.
Bodybuilding
Oh, so
competition.
you weren't doing it for the school. This is shit where like you going out getting tans and shit, oiling yourself up.
Correct.
Mr. Atlas. Okay.
Correct. I goes to the tournament. I show up, and everybody's looking at me. The fuck you here for? I'm here for the bodybuilding competition. Out comes this fucking black built motherfucker who just in the ninth grade basically just took running back off the field, and I never played a down of football after that. He took it off the field. This nigga comes out with his shirt off, chest all out, muscles all like nigga was literally a shoe in the windshield.
Oh nigga, you want to get shot?
This nigga hands me a bottle of baby oil. You might need this.
Oh, I thought he was finna hold you. Nigga be like, yo, little nigga, can you get my back? Not unless you want to get murdered.
Yeah. That'd have been the baby oil la muerte. Yeah.
That nigga said,
yeah.
That nigga said, sure I will. Go flip that bitch over. I'm finna whap it.
Yeah. But he obviously won the fucking competition.
Yeah.
But I did come in third place. And that's because I was just entertaining as fuck. I went out there with a shirt on. I ain't put on the panties. I had some motherfucking jeans that I had cut up. Went out there, looked like the Incredible Hulk, rounded thighs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And just, went out there to that mystical, the man right here, and got to doing all that shit there. Earned that bitch out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, that was that was the last thing athletically I've ever done.
Mm.
Yeah, so we went from right field to bodybuilding. And I tapped out. It's a hell of a life.
Yeah, like, oh, cocaine, you say? Well, let us have a look.
May I?
I don't know, man. That shit shapes you, though, man. It builds character, man.
Yeah.
If anything, it builds empathy. So like when the motherfucker like now, when the motherfucker like go for that ball and miss like drive right next to him, a former man would laugh. I'd be like, I feel you, little nigga. I wouldn't let that shit hit me in my motherfucking face either. Not for these hoes. Not for these hoes.
Nigga, I can see myself giving one of them slave speeches one time. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you you
Shut the
can't do
fuck
it.
up. Are you talking about like nigga in the outfield, nigga? Is that what you gonna cut?
Yeah, nigga, yeah, like giving them slave speeches. Don't you let them see you cry. You stuck it in.
Chin up. It's gonna be all right.
Correct, nigga. Correct. All that
Oh,
fucked up.
man. But
Yeah, it's a fucked up world, Jack.
earlier you were
Fucked up
talking.
world.
Go ahead.
So,
I was gonna say
no, you
earlier
got.
we were talking about before we loaded up. We were talking about restaurants. I mentioned Fat Burger. You mentioned Raisin Cane's, and I was gonna tell you. So, my opinion, Raisin Cane's for what it is mediocre. So, Raisin Cane's understand they dope. They understand they product. It's just chicken tenders. Like it's not like they fry these motherfuckers in Argentinian ass olive oil. It's not like they crust buttery like Ritz. Remember like when Ritz came along, it changed again. Remember? Did you ever go from saltines to Ritz? Do you remember that
Yes.
transition? Like, do you remember the first time you ate a Ritz?
Around the
Oh my
cracker?
god! Like I'm used to crackers.
It's so buttery and
I'm
delicate.
used to crackers being hard, the edge be sharp.
Yeah, you can't eat it without no peanut butter on that bit.
I ate a Ritz. Nigga, my eyes were boom, boom. Nigga, I shit you went black.
What did you say, nigga?
So,
It's amazing.
so like they understand they dope. They understand what they got, right? But it's high. Like them niggas will charge you like for 4 tenders, they charging $8-9. That's like $2-3 for a tender. $2 or $3 for a tender, man. But you know what you pay for. See, this is what I figured out about Not Us. So, Not Us will pay not for quality of food, but quality of environment. And what, like, in the past, up until recently, what Chick-fil-A and now Raisin Cane's has figured out is how to price out riffraff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Chick-fil-A fuck it up because what happened is riffraff willing to sacrifice other shit for that Chick-fil-A dope because Chick-fil-A got some good dope. Sell it 6 days a week and it's fire every single day.
It's the fact that they don't sell it on the 7th day, which kind of makes it like, if I don't get Chick-fil-A today, then I may not be able to get it tomorrow.
Monday. If you don't get that bitch on Saturday night, you gotta wait till Monday, Jack. Monday. Not.
And Chick-fil-A is god awful the next
Not
day
only
too,
that.
by the way.
Not only that, yeah, it is. But I mean, Chick-fil-A. Not only that, they sell that shit with a smile.
I live in Atlanta, B. Like they got nigga Chick-fil-A's up here.
That's a damn shame. Everyone I go to, everyone I go to. If you were to take somebody black from the 80s to Chick-fil-A right now, they would lose their mind at the cordiality shown to them by white folks. Would lose their fucking mind.
Okay, see, I just got a vision of this shit, right? So, black person from the 80s, we get them in a time machine on some Terminator shit. You come with me if you want to live. So you take them to the parking lot of Chick-fil-A. It's the 80s. Roaches in the alley, and junkies in the back. Junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Glass all
I bet the 80s stink.
Glass on the ground. Yeah, you got that 80s smell going on where it smell like cigarettes, because motherfuckers can smoke everywhere. So you got that wet dog cigarette smell. It smell like a starter jacket that you ain't wore since the winter, and you ain't washed that bitch after the winter, and you smell that hoe. Then as soon as you crack open the gates of heaven, in the arms of an angel.
Is that Lord McLaughlin? Is that how you say it? Every day.
Yeah.
4,000 motherfucking dogs are left behind owners or some shit. Them niggas be on it. How that dog look, nigga?
Was it everywhere you step in Chick-fil-A?
How that dog look,
nigga? Hold, they got waffle fries? Yes, my son, they have waffle fries. And a delicious brown tea to go with it. You mean to tell me they sell chicken and brownies? Yes, my son. Not just any lemonade, son. They have the frosted lemonade. In the arms of an angel.
That motherfucker gonna have a stroke right there in the passenger seat. Just have a stroke. Just got a stroke out. Because you got to keep in mind, like in the 80s, the best you had was the Bigfoot at Pizza Hut. 8 or 9. Either way, go. Pizza Hut was prime. Like Pizza Hut was prime delicacy eating.
That was that pan pizza, the ultimate feast, with the buttery crust, and they put sausage and pepperoni on here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was the big homie back in the gap. But truthfully, I don't think Chick-fil-A would have made it if it was in the 80s.
The price point would have been all fucked up.
No, the Colonel was rocking in the 80s, Jack. When the Colonel came out with that popcorn chicken and the extra crispy, nigga changed the game. Cause like the only place cause Popeyes, I don't even think Popeyes was around in the 80s everywhere. So it was either KFC or Church's.
Church. I don't remember Church's as much when I was a kid, but I do know that Church's had a strong run. They done kind of fizzled out here lately, but for a while, you couldn't knock them wings for Church. Wings be the size of your motherfucking fist.
Oh man, I went and got some Church's wings Saturday, dog. They regular wings now. They used to have a whole half a titty on that bitch. Real shit. Nigga, that used to be my shit. I don't want the breast. I want that wing.
They used to have 2-piece Tuesdays. You can go get a 2-piece dark and a biscuit for $1.
99 cents? 99 cents?
You go on break and we go to that bitch and spend $20 and just put it all in the same box. Then go back to work and eat like kings, nigga.
Oh, nigga. Let me tell you how cold I was on 99 cent Tuesday. When you went to Church's, on the receipt, if you call a number on the receipt, they give you a free 2-piece. So I would go drop the $1 for the 2-piece and the biscuit. Then the fruit with the coupon, it come with the drink in the side with that bitch. So I got a 4-piece, that dirty rice, and a motherfucking cherry Fanta, nigga. High off the hog, man. Best dollar I ever spent in life,
Is there a
man.
difference between cherry soda and strawberry soda?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I never heard of cherry Fanta until
Absolutely.
you just said it now. I always thought it was strawberry.
You ain't never had a
If I
cherry
did, I didn't
Fanta?
know I had it.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's like, how can I say it? It'll be like the Hawaiian punch that came in a pouch versus the Hawaiian punch that came in that can.
How about the little can with the peel top? I couldn't afford either one of them.
No, the big 16 ounce can like the pineapple juice used to come in. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Hawaiian punch in no pouch.
Yeah. When Hawaiian punch first came out, the box, the juice box.
Vaguely.
Oh Lord, y'all child was fucked up. My bad. My bad. So basically, what you're saying, Raisin Cain's is Chick-fil-A cousin.
Yeah, Raisin Cain's is the cousin Chick-fil-A that just is country, but think they from the city. Like,
oh, so they live in the project, they live in the hood, but they got a big house
in the hood. Got that awkward ass metal gate around and shit. And the front gate slide, but it don't work half the time. So somebody always got to get out the car and move the gate.
I actually had to do that, bro.
I know.
What they're building 8 Raisin Cains here within the next year. Yeah.
Well,
it's an aggressive takeover. They're like Chick-fil-A getting too much money out there. They got a Chick-fil-A out here, nigga, that's Hawaiian. So they serve like Spam and shit in that bitch.
See,
only Chick-fil-A I think it's the only Chick-fil-A in Georgia to do that.
You remember on what was that Denzel Washington movie when he played Frank Lucas? American Gangster. Remember American Gangster when what's that nigga name with the big ass eyes with them big glasses and shit? It wasn't Bumpy. What's that nigga name, man? Cuban Gooding Jr. played him. Big Cat.
Oh, not Frank Lucas. He played. I know who you're talking about though. The Snitch.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was on like on the cover of Ebony and shit like that.
Man. Pretty boy. Anyway, remember that nigga was selling blue magic or black magic or some shit like that? That nigga had to stomp him out for copyright infringement and shit. That's what that shit sound like. I've never heard of a Chick-fil-A that'd be like, oh yeah, and we sell Spam too. I bet them niggas.
Nigga, it's not called Chick-fil-A. It's called like La Huina or some shit like that. But it's a Chick-fil-A franchise. So like literally, I got dressed up thinking I'm finna go to the joint.
I gotta see that shit, and I got mad questions, B. Like, do they got like Chick-fil-A napkins and shit? Like, hey man, y'all.
No, they don't just got Chick-fil-A napkins. Like, they got Hawaiian dishes with Chick-fil-A products. What the fuck is the name of that shit? I wish I could.
Some niggas selling Chick-fil-A and Spam.
Yeah, Jack. It's pretty fucked up,
Harriet
actually.
Tubman was smuggling slaves to freedom. Do you think she envisioned that some niggas was gonna be like, you know what? I can make Chick-fil-A better. What if we also sold Spam burgers? And the nigga was like, yeah, that'll take us over the top. Nobody in the room was like, that's a bad idea, son. Don't do that. don't, don't.
It's called the luau. It's the luau. That's what it's called. It's the luau. If you check our group chat, I'm going to send you a picture of said
I'm
luau.
gonna check it out when we get done. While I'm boo booing.
I got you. It got a menu on it too, so just
I'm
Google
tempted to
Chick-fil-A
call the
luau.
niggas and be like, "Yo, why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing this? Like, I get it. Everybody make their money. Why y'all doing this?
Why? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Hey, that shit off, man. But when you do, you can go on Google, you can see the menu and shit and see what I'm talking about. But
I went to Walmart last night and I was this close to spending $32 on a 1983, 85 Michael Keaton plastic Batmobile model just to put that bitch together. And it even came with a little Batman. I was just
put that bit right up down the Outcast back there, nigga. Shit. I'd have did that shit. What, it was a micro machine?
No, it was one of them old. I can't remember the name of the company, but they used to sell them all the time. All they do is make the plastic models. And like, you know, come with the little trays, you clip them out, and then you put the cars together and shit. Like they did Knight Rider, Ghostbusters. I looked for a DeLorean. They didn't have a DeLorean. If they would have had a DeLorean, I would have went on pop. It wasn't 32, it was 27. 27, 32, same shit these days, right? But I say that to say that I might go back and get it. but yeah, I can't think of the name of the company. But I put together like a model car then before, like that old. I remember which one I did. Remember the Lamborghini from you ever seen Cannonball Run?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
So that red Lambo Diablo or Countach that was in that.
I ain't a car nigga, but I think that's the red one,
That's
right?
the red one. The headlights looked a little weird because it had like a bar going across the top of the headlights.
Okay. Yeah, nigga, I ain't heard Cannonball Run in some years,
what do you
nigga.
do when you done it all? Ball. Cannonball. That's my shit.
Nigga, we say 80s movies was the best era of movies, Jack.
Yes. That's when entertainment was at its peak because we didn't realize the harm we was doing. Like, think about all the jokes that you heard in movies in the 80s that you heard and I'm like, nigga, you cannot say that, bro.
Revenge of the Nerds would not be able to exist in today's society, nigga. You had a black gay nigga, you had a dumb white man, you had nerds, and they was getting pussy.
What's the name? What's that? Not Monty Python. What's that nigga name, man? What's that white dude, man? Wilder. What's yeah.
Gene Wilder?
No. But it wasn't him. The cowboy movie, man. Not High Noon. It's a comedy. Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles would not happen. Blazing Saddles.
Oh, okay, that was
late 70s, early 80s. Would not happen.
Yeah. Spaceballs.
Airplane. Would not happen. And this is all the same brand. Yeah, that nigga wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it.
Yeah. Naked Gun 33 and a third with O.J. Simpson hunting white women. Ixnay on the
there's
O.J.
several things wrong with this exchange just now. The fact that you was willing to do that.
Oh, shit. I just thought. Oh, shit. Ixnay on the O.J.
Listen,
Okay.
Side note. Priscilla Presley.
Good.
I said, I see. I see what you see today. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah, yeah. I'd have served that bitch. Yeah, boy. I'd ate that pussy from the bike, nigga. For real. I'd have served that bitch. I could tell she probably had one of them long pink yellow clips. I digress. Okay. Now, scariest movie of the 80s was The Lost Boys to me.
Ooh, that termite scene when that whole Chinese food scene, and when you
Yeah.
found out the daddy was the one doing all the dumb shit, it's like your
Yeah.
boys
Yeah.
and my boys. It's like nigga, shoot this nigga, man.
But here's the thing. It wasn't necessarily the movie. It was the soundtrack.
Oh,
These niggas was
it was
white niggas that
that shit. I was like, that's that song. Oh man, there was so many scary movies. I was gonna say
Monster
Monster
Squad was
Squad is
probably
up
my
there,
favorite movie.
but Monster Squad got super.
Yeah,
Like I so wish they would make another Monster Squad. And you see credits about that shit on IMDb, but niggas ain't trying to do that shit, right? Niggas,
you gotta put Monster Squad in the hood, man.
it'd be pretty fucking dope.
You got to.
I don't know, like during the 80s, I mean, you had Freddy, but he wasn't really scary. Like the comedy was kind of different in the 80s. It was I mean, not the comedy, the thriller was. It had like Freddy kind of pushed like this comedic edge. So like even Jason had like funny parts. It wasn't until like the 90s where shit started to get kind of gory.
Nigga, Jason Takes Manhattan. The niggas start trying to box
That's
fucking
everybody's
Jason.
favorite scene. That's every nigga's favorite scene, including mine. I love it because that nigga, all bullshit aside, that nigga was mixing Jason bitch ass up. If Jason wasn't Jason, that nigga would have been knocked the fuck out.
He was giving that nigga the mitts.
That nigga giving that what that motherfucking bridge mix nigga. That nigga had pretzels, peanuts, cashew.
Jason.
And that nigga played it. That nigga played it.
Yeah,
it knocked his head off of shit. You bitch ass nigga, you.
Jason was a hoe, man. I ain't like Jason. Yeah, I fuck with that Freddy though. Freddy in the Dream Walk, in the Dream, what a Dream Master?
I don't know. It was a dream or something. I just remember, like we used to have this movie rental place called Sight and Sound Video, and the horror movies was on this wall, and there was a small little cabinet right behind the horror movies to the back of you. Then it had a curtain up and dirty movies. Nigga go over that.
Yeah,
go off of that bitch and sneak off into the dirty movies, nigga, just to stare at the case. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have on the back you could see everything that was up in that bitch. Yeah, she getting that dick from the bike, nigga. Yeah, look at her. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So, and today I guess we just gonna run through, get this shit over with soon. Okay, so let's go from the 80s to current events, right? So recently, 21 Savage goes in the clubhouse, and he had some pretty wild comments about our dear brother Nas.
What is that?
21 Savage said Nas is irrelevant in today's music scene. And then I was like, at first I like the nerve of this young nigga. How dare he disrespect Nas? But then my intellectual side came on, and it said, you know what? Nas been trashed for a long time.
We kind of been letting that nigga make it.
Yeah. He went from Illmatic to Stillmatic and the Lost Tapes, but outside of that, pretty damn off.
I bought QB's finest.
Outside of Uchi Wally, what was on that motherfucker?
My my fingers as I was putting that bitch back into the case.
I said, hand me that Hot Boys pack up, please.
Nigga,
Get this shit up.
nigga, you know, cause you did it too, nigga. This shit like, hey, it's gone.
I knew better.
Put this young gorilla warfare back in this motherfucker.
Listen, rule of thumb for the 90s and the early 2000s about rap, right? When a New York nigga puts out a dance track, rest of the album trash. Rest of the album trash. Noriega put out Super Thug, rest of the album trash. Peter Guns and your boy put out Uptown Baby, rest of the album. Name another song by Lord Tariq and Peter Guns.
Nathaniel.
Trash. Jay-Z dropped You Belong to the City. Rest of the album, trash. That was the rule of thumb for New York music.
Right there fucked up the algorithm. That's what gotta do it. Right there. Nigga that said Jay-Z trash.
Yes. When the nigga dropped Big Pimpin', rest of the album, Basura.
Oh man. No, I'm not gonna let you do that. That album's alright.
Volume 3 was hot.
I had to go back and listen to it, but I do recall it being alright. I'm gonna say Big Pimpin' was the strongest track on it because I'm biased, and even then, I have to. Every time I mention Big Pimpin', I have to mention this. We do realize that Bun B's verse made Jay-Z go back and record another verse because on the original version, he didn't have that last verse. But when that bitch got released on MTV, that nigga had that. On the can to pee, my stand to be enough for Pamela Anderson Lee, MTV. You didn't have it at the beginning. Them motherfucking Texas nigga came through in 8.
What goes unnoticed though, Pimp C had a run on being on hits after that.
Yeah.
Cause Pimp C dropped that a trill working the wheel, a pimp not a simp, keep the dope fiends hiding in the Goodyear blimp. We eat so many shrimp, I got iodine poisoning, fuck niggas make me with all that pinching and bargaining. Nigga.
That nigga said, you got the fun in Geneva watch with the Ferrari kit. Take that monkey shit off. You embarrassing us, nigga. Nigga, I had the Geneva on, was like,
I'm just gonna tuck mine in.
Nigga, I bought the set, nigga. I bought the set, nigga. I had watch,
really?
bracelet, and chain.
I had no idea what that nigga was talking about.
Exactly who he was talking to. You ever have a nigga talk to you? You ever have a nigga talk to you, nigga don't know you? You be like, so it shall be. I ain't had a Mandalorian say. Or no, what cuz? Remember on the Mandalorian, that little midget, he was like, so it shall be, or that's what I said, or some shit. What the
way.
Mandalorian say this is the way. Remember, he was riding a little fucking ugly ass alien, but it was a little midget that was like, he was like, you will go across signs. It was the one played by Nick Nolte. I don't know. We'll circle back to it. But he, in other words, he said, I said what I said. And just leave it at that. And that's what I heard when the PFC was like, take that monkey shit off. You're embarrassing us. And I was like, well, tears. We had a good run, fellers. Go take this shit off. You gotta figure it out from here on out, baby.
They call me No Chain James.
What I'm not finna do is have niggas yelling that shit at me on the slab. Not finna do it. Not finna do it.
But if they never would have got to ride you, man. He's who Pimp C was talking about.
Niggas will call your shit out. Nigga got that Geneva watch on. Take that monkey shit. Nigga, you're not pimp, my nigga. Don't not make me shoot you over hurting my feelings. Do not.
What it say? So you just turned into the nigga with the big iron on his hip, huh, man? Damn.
I'm sorry, we
Yeah.
took off. But no, you know what? What helped me realize that, like, I look at hip hop through rose colored lenses was Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty was like at one point Lil Yachty was like somebody asked that nigga about Tupac, and he was like, well, who's a Tupac? He's like, I ain't never heard none of this shit. And motherfucker was like, nigga, how the fuck do you belong in hip hop? You don't know who Tupac is? Look. And I was thinking to myself, I was like I was the same way, and I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. This nigga was like 3 when Tupac died. Like, if a nigga was like, if an old nigga was like, nigga, you don't know who Hall and Oates is? I'm not gonna give a fuck that you offended that I don't know who Hall and Oates is. So,
Nigga, I'm fighting words for me. Fuck.
well,
Sarah Smile? What?
I said it. Name, and I happen to know who Hall and Oates is, and I really like the group. But this first day came to mind. But you understand my point. My point is that we grew up with hip hop. It was birthed in the late 70s, early 80s, and we kind of grew up with it. So we covered it. This is our child. So for these new niggas to come around and be like, yeah, we don't know this part of your child, we get naturally offended because we're too close to it. We got to take a step back and realize, A, these niggas have the right to not know the same shit that we know. And B, they might just be onto something. You can be too close to something to realize how fucking horrible it is. So when a nigga be like, Jay-Z is irrelevant today, I mean, not Jay-Z, Nas is irrelevant today, you can look at Lil Wayne and see like Lil Wayne, and you see his imprint on rappers today. A lot of mannerism, a lot of style.
Face tattoos, dread.
I would even go so far like with Gucci Mane. I would even go so far with like Jay-Z. But you don't see a lot of Nas's imprint on rappers today.
You do. J. Cole
I was
a
J.
student.
Cole, but I mean
Kendrick.
it's not. I don't know. I see what the little nigga saying.
It's and this is the part in which I guess you can say I draw a disconnect at, right? Growing up, right, it was almost it was mandatory. Not only did we have to know the music that was coming out, we had to know our parents' music as well. Like if you go someplace and a motherfucker playing the Isley Brother, well, at your best, you are love, and you don't know that shit. Oh hell no! This nigga Green.
Yeah.
And you know Anita Baker, Karen White, the OJs. Like you had to know your parents' music. Otherwise, you wasn't on base. You on no shot. Hey, what the fuck? And like also we had. See, this is what growing up during that time would get, because we used to have hip hop days, right? You would have days on the radio they played hip hop, or specific times. Yo MTV Raps, Rap City were like designated times to where that was the rap hour. Everything else growing up in the 80s and 90s, we would be forced to listen to Nirvana, Green Day, Primus.
Soundgarden. 9 Inch
Yeah, Sound, Black Hole Sun and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But I mean, like, you would have to know that shit to navigate in the world. You know, like you couldn't ride in a car and you ride with somebody parent, making my way downtown and if I could fall. Alanis Morissette. Like, you had to know that shit. You had to be immersed into not just rap, but not only did you have to be a rap pro, because if a white person knew something about rap that you didn't know, it'd be like,
Ancestors
and
just
so
rolling
like the
over.
kids,
Like,
yes, man, flipping. And like the kids today be like, damn, well, what your parents listen to?
yeah.
Same thing got. They'd be like, damn, y'all don't play no Tupac for the kids. Like when my nephew was young, nigga, I remember I let the top down, we riding, I throw on some slow down Tupac, White Man's World. I want to listen to rap. I got you. Riding, listening to White Man's World, and this little nigga just back here soaking it up. The nigga listen to like Lud Foe and all types of that emotional shit now. For real. Yeah. Yeah, he Lud Foe. He was big on Juice World and all that shit though. All that singing
Yeah.
depressing shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't see. This is where we'll probably lose the culture in the next generation, in the next 10 years, because we don't maintain the culture. We don't gatekeep the culture. It should be no excuse. Like, you listen to it, why your kids don't listen to it? Now, I ain't saying put on a Luke record on no pop, no pussy side of the game, but like, some pop, Biggie, like, they should know that. Especially if it's something that you choose to do professionally. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Like, I wasn't forced to know my parents' music. It was just that when I'm in the car with them, they listen to what they would listen to. Like, I've never had a parent sit down with me and be like, you listen to this, or this is real music.
Nah.
So, like, going back to what Cuz was saying, we can look at his parents. Did his parents listen to Nas? Because I said QB's Fines, you knew Uchiwala was on that bitch. So you said Illmatic and Stillmatic. I know those are both Nas albums. But especially in the South, it's not like a lot of niggas was like, you know what? I can't wait on that Nas album to drop, B. They were. So you might have a kid who grew up and his parents didn't grow up listening to that shit. So like, unless he went out on his own, was like, oh, this is where J. Cole got his style from, or this is why he's so deep, or maybe I should be. Unless he did that shit on his own.
Fuck J. Cole, by the way, trash. But go on, please.
Oh damn, man! I think he alright.
Light skin.
Well, you are a hard sell, man. We're gonna circle back to that shit, but there's a chance that these kids and their parents didn't listen to Nas. Now, to say someone's irrelevant is a big reach, and them almost fighting words. We see what happened to who's the young nigga that got that was getting checked by like LL and shit. Academics, when he was like, a lot of these old rappers is dusty. Hey, it's been a rough couple months for old rappers. Niggas been trying the old heads lately, man.
This is why I say we don't gatekeep our culture. 21 Savage, oddly enough, his mom is from England.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga was about to be deported. So like, it's pretty common he grew up not listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you have people from outside the culture who come into the culture and they start trying to dictate the culture.
Yeah.
Somebody who we know for a fact didn't grow up listening to Nas, of course they'll say Nas is irrelevant. I won't go as far as say he's irrelevant. I think Nas is the Eli Manning of rap. You know what I'm saying? He made it to the top a couple of times. Like, he was the biggest rapper in the world off that fuck Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Can I give my opinion about Nas? I think Nas with another rapper who I'm not gonna name, I think that the height of their fame and infamy came from a beef. And it's kind of like, not taking anything away from him, but I'm not sure how big Nas would have been if he wasn't beefing with Pac when he was, and I'm not sure how big Nas would have been with Ether, without Ether. Now I will say Ether is amongst one of my my favorite diss tracks of all time. But as far as like overall career, he was nowhere near Jay-Z to me. I didn't get that draw. I didn't get that initial draw.
When Nas dropped that, "If I Rule
like
the
even then, I was like,
World," oh, see, back home, nigga, that they played that shit on the box, nigga. That shit was just all over the box
yeah, I
all
know
day
the
and night.
box.
And then if you ever get a chance, go back and listen to Nas' first album,
Okay.
Illmatic. And when you listen to Illmatic is probably is considered one of the greatest hip hop albums ever made. Just because it takes a snapshot of life in New York at
Okay.
that time in 1994,
Okay.
1995. And like he depicts the pictures so
Right.
eloquently to where you can feel like you sitting there right there with him as he rapping the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his storytelling was unparalleled. This and he was bigger than Jay-Z when that dropped because Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt and nobody fucked with Reasonable Doubt.
Mm.
Nobody fucked with Reasonable Doubt until later. Then when he dropped Volume 1 and it was like, this is trash. Jay-Z is trash. Like when that nigga was in the motherfucking colorful suit doing Sunshine, touch me when hard to go. See, you probably don't
Exactly.
remember that. And this
Exactly. Who was
nigga's
that
in
singing the hook
neon
on
suits
Sunshine?
and shit like that.
Who was that singing the hook on
Huh?
Sunshine? Was it?
That's Alexander
Oh,
O'Neal,
okay.
nigga.
I don't know why I thought. Wait. Was
Yeah.
that wasn't? Remember the white boy? But you gotta have faith. Bump, 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 bump. He died from the AIDS. George Michael.
The Oh,
That
okay.
wasn't the
Okay.
George Michael remix, was it? That like they sampled George Michael, did they? Okay.
No, it was Alexander O'Neal's
Okay.
song, Sunshine.
I'm almost certain I know what we were talking about, but I gotta go back and listen to it to make sure.
I can't go a day without my sunshine. Sunshine. Wow.
I was
This nigga's
like you singing
texting.
it is
No.
not gonna make me remember the shit. Like,
Okay. Let's do the word association memory game. You remember Saturday Night, Saturday Love?
mm-mm.
Always and forever. You will be my Saturday love. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Saturday, Sunday. Okay, yep.
Yeah. That's Alexander
I thought
O'Neal.
it's a group.
No, that was him and I want to say Cheryl,
Huh.
but it's her song. But that's
Okay.
him on there. Just to give you a reference point on who
Okay.
Alexander O'Neal is. Yeah, but he did Sunshine. Jay-Z's in fucking neon light skating ring lights and shit with a fucking suit on, cheesing in front of the camera and shit. That's when he dropped with Backstreet, "The City Is Mine." And I got my mouse right over your head, so it ain't helping. But it was trash.
Word.
It was trash.
Okay.
Then he dropped Volume 2. Jigga what?
Okay.
Jigga who?
I know that one.
Had Too Short on that bitch.
Okay.
See, I see when see for Southern nigga when we hear the name Todd Shaw and do something to every
Yeah.
Southern nigga.
It's because our parents.
But
It's our
that's
parents.
when Jay-Z came. Yeah,
It's our parents.
yeah.
It's our parents.
Todd Shaw. We can say Too Short for my parents.
I did. I know. There's probably two rappers that I could get away with listening to in my mama's house. It's Too Short and Tupac.
Wow, nigga, with 2 Live Crew was locked in a boat in the
Absolutely
house.
not.
Like, why why the fuck you got a 2 lines
Uncle
to
Luke
crew
was so
tape?
outrageous, nigga. Let me explain something. Let me let you know how deep that 2-shirt run. So, in my line of work, we have what we call vision systems. They measure the product that I make as it's being manufactured. And one of the defects, one of the problems that we have with this product is what we call a short shot, or we call it too short. Whenever that defect pops up, I program the S in too short with a $. So every time this defect pops up,
So you paying homage to Short Dog at work.
I mean this shit. So whenever this pop up, it pops up too short, with a $, and nobody's figured it out yet.
Oh wow. So nobody's hip to Todd Shaw.
Nope.
So you can go on that bitch. I can give a fuck about your bands or your light skinned bitch.
Out of everything that you can quote from that man, do not, nigga. That's like the book that we do not read from, nigga. You.
Oh, you saying that's the Book of Wonder? That's the book. That's from the Book of Wonder.
That and that just a bitch. You cannot read those lyrics. You cannot. If it invokes horrible spirits. That what the fuck you got?
Say that it just evoked the spirit of pimping.
You couldn't be a better player than me remix, or that just a bitch. You cannot read from those lyrics. You cannot.
You
cannot.
Data, who you with? That Lil Jon revitalized that nigga. Let me just put that out there.
I'll go so far as to say they helped each other. But you are, yeah, he did revitalize. Lil Jon revitalized. He brought Lil Jon into places where Lil Jon couldn't get on his own.
I can agree with that. But when that nigga say, I can give a fuck about your Benz or your light-skinned bitch running around town, nigga, what?
Soon as that bitch come on,
what the fuck you gonna do, nigga? What the fuck you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nigga, shit. Pushing niggas off, man, get up. Yeah, that was tough times in the club back when.
That motherfucking hook, come on. That motherfucker say, you little punk motherfucker, do your thing. You bitch ass niggas won't do a thing. Shut the fuck up. And he said, you just a bitch.
Bitch. Stop that nigga. Oh, smash him. Yeah, tough times, man. Tough times in the club. It was some niggas. To this day, I wonder what happened to them niggas.
DJs knew.
For real.
Playing them Lil Jon records in the club was like taking a loaded pistol and just twirling it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna see what happens.
What you say? Nigga, that was on some John Wick shit. Nigga, bitch just put that Lil Jon on, put that pistol in the middle of the dance floor. Everybody walking around in circles looking at each other and shit. Nigga, that was like high noon right there, nigga. That shit come on.
Lights flashing, it's crowded, you only getting glimpses of niggas.
But see, here's the thing. This is when it comes down to knowing how to move, right? You had methodologies on how to move when Lil Jon came on, right? And the methodology was based on how many people you was with. If you're with you and let's say one of your partners or you and two of your partners, Lil Jon come on, you're going to go either to the bar or somewhere to put your back up against the wall.
We all the way back.
Now, methodology number 2. You in there with the hood. Y'all deep.
You got enough bodies around you to stop anything from coming to you directly. Now, only the goons is on the outside of this shell that's being formed. Only the goons.
The niggas that can't dance.
These niggas that's on the outside of the shell are tried, tested, and true, Jack. The niggas don't give a fuck about nothing this club has to offer them.
Let's say these are
These
assassins.
niggas got scars on their faces and shit. These niggas'
Dang.
nickname is the same name repeated. Man, Pepe, Baby, Juju.
Just nothing but vowels and consonants going across the backside. For real, Juju, A, I, O, U, and sometimes Y.
Sometimes a Y.
Just vowels all along the thing. Yeah, that was tough times, man. I wonder if kids can have club experiences like that now, because the music ain't the same.
No, that crunk era was something different.
Yeah, and then them New Orleans niggas start putting that bounce into it when that dun 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 dun. You ain't heard that with these niggas.
Motherfucker get drugged out a club, and the club has so much respect for the drugger that they parted as this nigga was dragging his poor victim out of the club. Like, niggas was just like, oh, excuse me. Nigga just dragged nigga. Yeah. Hey, and it was so weird because he dragged him from the back to the front of the club to exit. So there's a point where, like, if you're getting drugged, the first thing you're going to do is reach and try to grab. But after a while, you're going to stop struggling. You're going to...
What did he say? He greets his father with his eternal life.
At one point, you're going to stop struggling. So at one point, when he's getting drugged across the floor, he's just looking at people like, you going to let this happen to me? Like, cuz walked by, and he had to look, nigga looked at us and was like,
what is it? His partner's reaching out for him so you can feel the hand of the dead body. Yeah. Nigga. First time in Atlanta, come up here to visit. We go to, I want to say it was Sweet Lounge. My first time, nothing but black folk. We in the club, I got a fucking suit on because I'm like, I don't want to look like that I'm out here on that bullshit. Got on the suit. I'm chilling, nigga, about 5'2", walking through the motherfucking club. So me and my partner, we finally find the spaces between the couch and a pillar so nothing can come behind us and it's nothing but a walkway. Literally, right in front of us, a 5'2" nigga grabs a bottle, whacks a nigga across the motherfucking head, and all I hear is, who you with? Who you with? Who you with, fuck nigga? Who you with? Bashed the nigga in his head start gushing, and like 50 niggas came out like ants and stomped this nigga to death. I'm talking like on the A-Town stomp side of the game. In my mind, that's what they was doing. And I'm watching this shit, and like it was like the shit was over in like 3 minutes. A nigga came, they dragged the nigga out the club, and right as they was dragging him, a nigga was coming through with a mop. Behind him was a nigga with the paper towels cleaning up the blood.
Shut the fuck up. Like
yeah, nigga, it was like a conga line. Nigga. And that's what I realized. That who you with shit. It's a spiritual song because it does something to niggas.
Like it possesses them niggas, man.
Yeah. But I wonder to this day, I'm like, damn. I wonder if that nigga like sitting in like one of them corporate buildings and shit like now, and the high rises looking down at Atlanta at that old club and be like, I hate you.
Every time, who you with? Come on, that nigga start sweating this shit.
Was in the back of his mind, all he hears, oh, what they done to me. Oh, what they done to me.
You know what's weird about that shit? Like shit like that is niggas will stomp, like gang stomp a nigga. And all that shit'll settle. And them niggas would be kind of cool. Like, I've been in situations like that, and niggas be sitting down like, shit, nigga, where y'all from? And I'll be like, shit, we just go act like y'all just didn't stomp a nigga to death? Like, I don't know how cool and cordial to be with you niggas.
What it say? You extend the hand of friendship to the nigga.
I mean, it's like
Oh, an angel.
shit gets weird, man.
Okay,
Okay,
final
man.
question. What happened to the niggas who got beat up in the club?
I imagine, like you say, they take that lesson and then they use that fuel. They go back to college, they get associate degrees, and then they find like an intern level job, and then they work their way up and they slave and they go out and get another degree, and then they slave and then they finally get that corporate office and they just stare out the window all day when it's raining and shit. And the office be right across the street from the club where them niggas drugging around. You be like, fuck, you dirty ass, bitch made ass niggas. Like these niggas. Thought I heard somebody in my car. These niggas don't. These niggas don't. Turn my alarm on right quick. These niggas don't like give change to bums. They don't like remember Salvation Army like with the buckets and shit. They don't put nothing in the bucket and shit. Like they not like Scrooge and shit. You ever see like the niggas in the movies that be like, I'm from the hood. I know what's in the hood. There's no reason to go back to the hood. That's them niggas. See, you see how you automatically knew which niggas I was talking about.
I never want to go back to that place again. Morgan Freeman ass nigga. And there I was with my friend, Andy the Frank.
Get stomped in the black holes. Like what if you go you find somewhere you find like the cave of lost niggas and like it'd be like the niggas it'd be like every nigga that ever got stopped at a club, but they all be floating like on it and shit. Like all the niggas just be sitting there.
So you saying them niggas got beat into the most
nigga,
diverse
niggas still be
league?
floating around the bitch in FUBU jerseys and shit. Straight up.
They nigga got on some Jabos and
like
some
they
lugs.
Still be here, but they soul gone. Like they soul left them in that club. So like they shell of their former self and shit. That's what happened to them niggas, man.
So them niggas turn into the Walking Dead. They just trapped in time somewhere.
I said the lights off.
Nigga got some platinum FUBU and shit.
Remember Men in Black. Shawty was like he's wearing an Edgar suit. You know how that nigga checked out? Like yeah, that's what it is. Motherfuckers be getting checked out, man. I don't know.
Hey, nigga forced to live his life on Middle Earth in an Echo jersey.
You done brought back the Mark Echo jersey, nigga. The Dadas, nigga got on Dadas, nigga. Nigga got a bandana on, nigga tied Rambo style with the point of the bandana, nigga, over his face, nigga, like this, nigga. Just floating in that bitch.
What they say, niggas banished to Middle Earth and been training for the last 25 years, Jack.
Them niggas curse, nigga.
The time for
remember on Pirates of the Caribbean, nigga, in the whatever, nigga, Death Corner or nigga the Underworld or whatever fuck when them niggas died and shit, they had to go topsy-turvy and shit. They see all them niggas in the boats. That's what them niggas doing. Them niggas just floating in the boats, nigga, just.
So he's had them niggas on the Black Pearl Beach. That's fucked up. And they just been training for the last 20 years to make their assault from Middle Earth.
Yeah, like them niggas be frozen in that status, nigga. Frozen in that frozen state, nigga. The same position they wind outside the club. Like you see a nigga, he just standing there, his shirt tail all hugged up like this and shit, cause the nigga still getting metaphorically drugged throughout century, nigga. Like,
niggas.
yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah. Like,
I think that may be something worth exploring.
It could be. What happens to lost niggas? It could be. You can have like Nancy Drew uncover this mystery of what happened to the lost niggas. The niggas that get stomped and drug up out the club and shit. It'd be like some Scooby-Doo mystery type shit. Where like they go on this extraterrestrial journey to the center of the earth to find all these North niggas. And then you have a whole bunch of niggas come out with they fucking jogging pants with one leg pulled up and shit.
What is that? Wearing motherfucking bandanas and the old motherfucking them Australian hats with the
Shut the
motherfucking
fuck
shit
up,
bit to the
nigga.
side.
Shut the
On the Crocodile Dundee side of the game, check.
Shut up. Shut up, man.
I'm
That nigga
just,
got a Kango or nigga got
I'm
braids
just,
where like half his hair the braid and the other half is where he took the braids down so it's froed up and shit.
I was on the Method Man, all I need to get by side of the game.
Nigga got that platinum Diddy
Damn.
streak like he had like back in P Diddy and the Family and shit, nigga. Got
That nigga got platinum hair doing the thong
nigga got them
song
big
and
ass
shit.
Averex shades or them aviator shades and shit or the ones with the motherfucking they got them Fabos with them lime green frames on and shit. Them big ass 1980s bully shades and shit that niggas be having on.
We gotta explore that, man. I think that might be something worth exploring.
Listen, I'm telling you, you ain't
I
seen
think
shit sadder than a nigga that just gave up on trying to fight, getting drunk out the club, and just his body just go limp, and he just accept fate. But as he's accepting fate and still getting drugged across the floor, he make eye contact with you, and nigga just like,
Nigga, that's what I hear Scarface, so you can feel the hand of the dead body. Nigga, don't believe that
nigga
song.
was like, why y'all let this happen? This is what I did, cause I was like, you can't even look at that nigga, man. Niggas be like, man.
What was that Scarface song? What the fuck was the song? He greets his father, and he's never seen a man
song.
cry.
Oh yeah, no, two different songs. You're right.
Oh, Hand of the Dead Body with
yeah.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. And as
Never
he
seen a
journeys
man
into
cry.
outer space.
Yes, yeah. And that's literally how it be in the club. Like you see a nigga soldier leave and the nigga just fall into the ether.
And as he journeys in the outer space, you niggas just be like you see a nigga stop and you see this hand shoot out, like, help me, and you just be like that tear come out because you want to help. But you got that one goon. Remember them goons I was talking about on the out of the shell? They be the ones, nigga look at you like, nigga, you.
What you say? Hold on, man. The bouncer touched the nigga on the forehead like motherfucker Uncle Charles at Crossroads, nigga. You ain't shit. Man, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Yeah, that's how they go.
I'm done.
Good times.
Oh,
Good times. I
great.
don't know. Like, I don't know what
Great.
life lesson to give them niggas. Like, them niggas that moved on. We probably just digging up trauma with them niggas now. Because, like, them niggas that moved on and shit, they probably a lot of their kids, like we do, be like, nah, I was the man. I ain't never lost a fight. But you ain't telling your kid that one time you got stomped to Air Force Ones.
Real shit, man. We both write movies, man. We need to do a skit and figure out how to do a skit from here with that shit.
Yeah, like,
I think
it's pretty much written, man.
I think that on some unsolved mystery side of the game, Jack.
That was scary, nigga. Fuck them 80s movies. Wasn't nothing scary like that unsolved mystery music. I hate whoever composed that bullshit.
But they motherfucker come out, Peebo Johnson.
It'd be foggy
Killed
and shit.
5 men. Yeah. Dun-dun. And to this day, nobody ever found Peebo Johnson.
All that's left
The mass
is
murder.
this shoe. Maybe you can solve this unsolved mystery.
Actually, that is stop. That's pretty traumatic. Now I'm hearing the fucking song and I don't want to cut the light off tonight, nigga.
All you got is a lug boot.
And that bitch got a sock in it. Got a
That nigga
motherfucking
done
tube
whooped the
sock in
nigga
that bitch.
out his sock. Nigga, we was savages. We was fucking savages. I remember me and my cousin was riding through downtown and we see a nigga get stomped by 20 niggas. One nigga got stomped by 20 niggas. We drove past that nigga and he hobbled up and my cousin yelled out the window as I was laughing. My cousin yelled out and said, "Say, cuz, you forgot your shoe." That's the best we could do for him. Tell him that he left his shoe in the intersection. This man got stomped out by 20 niggas at an intersection and we pointed and laughed.
Say that nigga was running like on I'm gonna get you sucker with a glass shoe broke.
That was messed up. I felt bad for cuz. Like that part does something to me. That part he was on cloud nine. They started firing his ass up. He started getting shaky. You can't.
They came out that music playing bakadoo, 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 down, bakadoo, bakadoo. Bakadoo, that nigga got the what's on the goldfish in that bitch.
In his shoes. That nigga was shopping the motherfucking furry. That chick hit him. You got fish in his shoes. That motherfucking face changing. Well, no, let me go and get the fuck out of here. Nigga try to step up a little bit. Start getting shaky, baby. That motherfucker pop that glass. You pop. Shit. That nigga started full on sprint, Jack. Click cop, click cop, click cop.
And my eyes aren't really green.
Don't get me started that shit. Shawty took off her booty and threw it on the floor.
Nigga, that sounds like some shit that'll happen today. Actually, it happened to me. A bitch took out a booty pad one day when I was fucking. No, she was my girlfriend at the time. And that's how I knew she was cheating. Like, bitch, who you got a fake booty for, bitch? Bad times, man. 15 years ago was fucked up.
If you lick booty but it's a fake booty, does it still count as you eating booty?
Yeah, because still the shitter. Still a shitter. It's the fact that it's the shitter that make it the nasty part.
Huh.
It's like smelling a tampon. It don't count.
Whoa. Now it's just nasty. That's just trash play. Now. You nasty. All right? Don't get gross.
I know some dumpster diving ass niggas, but that's another story.
We're not going to get gross. Licking booty is one thing.
Anyway, man, it's Wednesday. I got to beat up. Actually, tomorrow I ain't got to beat up till 11, but I'm going to log some PlayStation hours in before I go to bed.
Get my ass in the bed. I be going to bed early these days, so it's been good times.
I be trying to. I just ain't no good at it.
You ain't missing shit. I got to put some clothes in the dryer.
All right, fam. Well, hey, man, great show. We will circle that back around, though. I think it's something there. Personally, I do. I think it's something
lawsuit. There. Do you know how many times we'll get sued for telling the story of lost niggas? Ooh, lost niggas. The lost niggas. Thou shalt not cry. Whatever the fuck that shit was.
I think it's something there. Like, literally, I'm being real with you.
Like, that's what happened. Like, the niggas getting drunk out the club. They become vampires and shit.
I was thinking on the Lord of the Rings side of the game, where these niggas go to Middle Earth and they build like their own kingdom, and the nigga who got knocked out by the most people is the king.
So you got all these fallen gladiators just sitting around enthralled in eternal battle.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to think about it. There had to be some real niggas that just got caught lacking.
The only way you know it is that, like, they start doing old dance moves that you familiar with. I think they start doing like the motorbike, the motorbike and the fucking crank that and shit. So.
Or it'd be like the Planet of the Apes, where it's a tribe of niggas who don't dance. They was actually the niggas who were supposed to swing first, but got stolen on by a smarter nigga who's hit their ass first. So they real niggas, but they trapped in limbo because they ain't get off first. Mm-hmm. So they was banished to the Middle Earth. It's something there. It's
It's something.
something there. It is
We're gonna look
something
into
there.
it.
All right, man. I'm gonna touch base with you. I'm gonna think it over and I'm gonna give it a
All
run
right,
back.
man. You take it easy, man. Good show, man. We're gonna go right up out of this. Yeah,
All right,
push.
man.
This is INMF.